Being a member of the royal family means being in the public eye at all times. But this doesn't mean we know everything about even the most overexposed members of the family. We were elated to hear that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are expecting a baby, but we have to wonder just how they managed to hide it for so long. Before we talk about the secret strategies used to conceal Meghan Markle's pregnancy, make sure to click on the subscribe button for more videos from the taco. When an important public figure becomes pregnant, it's big news. But there are many reasons why someone would choose to keep things a secret. Even us non-royal people often prefer to not announce a pregnancy until a certain amount of time has passed. Meanwhile, famous people like Kylie Jenner may keep things even more quiet in order to enjoy a more personal and private pregnancy experience. Children are an important part of any family, and the royal family is no exception. Kate Middleton and Prince William have 3 adorable children, and it was expected that Meghan and Harry would soon follow suit. It seems like the second the royal wedding was over, people started wondering when we would be hearing a pregnancy announcement from this happy couple. Bringing a new life into the world is always a big deal, and it's even more so when it's a new member of the royal family. In addition, Prince Harry is 37 years old and Meghan Markle is 34, so it was expected that they would be having a child sooner rather than later. On Monday, October 15th, Kensington Palace officially confirmed that newlyweds Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are expecting their first child together.
The Duchess of Sussex is pregnant, and we now know officially.
Obviously, we know that the happy couple knew about the situation for a period of time before the formal announcement. So just when can we expect to meet the newest member of the royal family? According to the formal announcement, the baby is due in the spring of 2019. It continued, the Royal Highnesses have appreciated all of the support they have received from people around the world since their wedding in May, and are delighted to be able to share this happy news with the public. But as we know, there was a definitive period of time in which this information was on a strictly need-to-know basis. Few people are as photographed and scrutinized as much as members of the royal family, and as the newest member, Meghan Markle simply can't avoid the spotlight. Not only were people expecting her to get pregnant, but her outfits are always being carefully examined. While some people might be able to get away with hiding a pregnancy by wearing baggy clothes and staying in, these strategies definitely wouldn't work for the Duchess of Sussex. Although we only have one official announcement so far, there have been rumors from various sources. One source revealed that the Duchess has had her 12-week scan already and is about 15 weeks into her pregnancy. Like most things done by the royal family, hiding this pregnancy has been done in a subtle and dignified fashion. After all, she's only a few months along, so it's not as if she had much to hide in the first place. Meghan Markle has always had a very sophisticated and streamlined sense of fashion, but in some ways, this made the subterfuge even more challenging. Most of her clothes tend to be exceptionally well tailored and fitted, and it's become a signature look for her at this point. Her wedding dress is a fantastic example of this, and in August, fashion fans started to notice a change. Instead of being smartly tailored to show off her figure, her clothes began to seem a bit roomier than usual. On August 4th, 2018, Meghan attended the wedding of a friend and was spotted wearing a flowy shirt dress. Wearing an outfit like this would be pretty unusual for Meghan Markle, but the fact that this was a wedding made it even more so. Although this alone could be written off as simply trying a new style, it wasn't a one-time event. Wearing tons of baggy clothes would be a massive giveaway that something was going on, so Meghan had to get creative. Luckily for the Duchess, fashion is always an area she has excelled in. While cleverly hiding her growing baby bump, the Duchess still managed to look absolutely stunning when she stepped out in public. On September 6th, 2018, she was spotted wearing a beautiful blue dress by Jason Wu. This dress was definitely unique and featured several large ruffles on the front of the dress. But of course we know now that she was really using this statement dress to keep her pregnancy a secret. The ruffles managed to hide her figure without alerting people that something was out of the ordinary. It's sort of humbling when even though she's trying to hide something, Meghan Markle still dresses better than so many. A while later, on September 24th, Meghan Markle wore this outfit by Oscar de la Renta. Instead of conspicuously trying to draw attention away from her belly, she incorporated a belt and a peplum detail into this outfit. Looking at her here, it seemed as if nothing is unusual with her style. Members of the royal family love their jackets, and Meghan Markle is no exception. She's always been a fan of large, oversized statement jackets, so this fit in with her personal style. We're impressed that Meghan not only managed to hide her pregnancy from so many prying eyes, but she did so in a subtle and dignified manner. She's definitely incorporating her current sense of style into her maternity wear, and we can't wait to see what other outfits she comes up with as her pregnancy progresses. Lately, we've been seeing her wearing some roomy winter coats, but the strange part of this is that the weather has been pretty nice out. Again, it would be pretty easy to dismiss this as Meghan being sensitive to the cold, but of course we know now this is not the case. She was even spotted wearing an oversized navy coat by Givenchy when she attended the royal wedding of Princess Eugenie and Jack Brooksbank. Rearranging her wardrobe to disguise a pregnant belly is one thing, but the cleverness of the Duchess doesn't stop there. She isn't above using various props to distract the public from her pregnancy. If you pay attention to photos of Meghan, you'll often see her holding items in front of her. This seems pretty innocuous, but it's a great way to hide a pregnancy. In fact, this is a technique often used when filming television shows. Meghan Markle learned some life lessons from her time acting on the show Suits. If you're a fan of the popular show The Office, you might have noticed something strange about the scenes containing actress Angela Kinsey for a while.
Angela is worse than usual lately.
Kinsey became pregnant during season 4 of the show, but her character, also named Angela, wasn't pregnant. To make this work, the writers made it a point to conceal her stomach behind strategic items. She would frequently be spotted hiding behind walls and even the occasional ice sculpture. This left most fans of The Office none the wiser, and this technique also works spectacularly for Meghan Markle. Members of the royal family frequently carry clutches instead of purses because it means members of the general public will be less likely to try to shake hands. That may sound a little bit unfriendly, but consider how many people they meet and how detrimental it would be if they fell ill. Since Meghan married into the royal family, it's not unusual to see her carrying a clutch, making it the perfect accessory to hide behind. As many people know, pregnancy brings on a ton of changes. Sure, there's the fact that your stomach will look larger as the baby grows, but this is far from the only side effect. Morning sickness is a common issue faced by pregnant women, and it is something that is pretty difficult to hide. After all, members of the royal family are always supposed to look their best, and one of them being seemingly gravely ill is big news. In fact, it's because of this common symptom that Meghan Markle's sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, was forced to announce her pregnancies fairly early. She suffers from a condition known as hyperemesis gravidarum, which means she struggles with acute morning sickness. This isn't simple to explain, and it's a dead giveaway that a woman is expecting. When Kate was pregnant with Prince Louis, she announced it after only 2 months because of this condition. She was often forced to be cared for because of how sick she was while pregnant with Princess Charlotte, and being pregnant with Prince George landed her in the hospital during her first trimester. But it seems as though Meghan Markle has been spared this particular pregnancy side effect for the most part, or at least it hasn't affected her anywhere near as much as it has Kate Middleton. This was definitely a good thing as far as her privacy was concerned, because this condition is a tough one to hide behind a coat or some ruffles. But now that the cat is out of the bag, so to speak, the Duchess has some practical concerns about her pregnancy. Harry and Meghan recently set off on their very first overseas tour together and announced their pregnancy during this time. Many people wondered if they would be adjusting their travel plans because of this announcement. However, it seems they will not be changing their itinerary, although precautions will have to be taken. They are set to travel to both Fiji and Tonga,
which does have moderate risks of the Zika virus, but I believe that that's not going to interrupt with their trip.
where the dreaded Zika virus has been detected. According to sources, the couple has sought out medical advice in order to mitigate any risk to Meghan and the baby. Although Zika is a serious issue, especially for pregnant women, there are many ways the threat can be mitigated. We are sure these two are doing everything possible to keep themselves and their baby safe. If you're waiting to find out whether Meghan and Harry will be having a boy or a girl, we're afraid you'll have to keep waiting. The members of the royal family have a ton of parties, but gender reveal parties aren't one of them. It's absolutely unheard of for members of the royal family to announce the gender of their child before they are born. Prince William and Kate Middleton chose to let it be a surprise for themselves with Prince George and Princess Charlotte. So it looks like we'll be waiting until spring 2019 to find out whether the latest member of the royal family will be a prince or a princess. For a long time, it was common for members of the royal family to give birth at home. Even Queen Elizabeth had all 4 of her children at home, but not exactly on the couch in the parlor. Instead, doctors and midwives were invited to set up makeshift maternity wards for their royal patients. However, this is one of these royal traditions which has changed significantly in modern times. Both Anne, Princess Royal, and Diana, Princess of Wales, both opted for a more modern birthing process. They headed to the Lindo wing of St. Mary's Hospital, and the Duchess of Cambridge followed suit years later. But even though they give birth at a hospital, doesn't mean they don't get the royal treatment. Royal babies are wrapped in luxury knitted lace shawls from G.H. Hurt and Son. Even Prince William was gifted one of these shawls when he was born, and his children were swaddled in them when it was time for their debuts. And of course, there is no shortage of top-notch professionals on staff during delivery. When Princess Charlotte was born, Kate Middleton was attended to by 2 midwives, 2 obstetricians, 3 anesthesiologists, 4 surgical staff members, 2 special care staffers, 4 pediatricians, and a lab technician. We can't wait to see how Meghan Markle's pregnancy progresses and the exciting maternity styles she's going to wear.
That is what everyone will be looking for. Bring on tighter dresses, please. We want to see the bump.
Now that their secret is out, hopefully the happy couple can stop hiding and embrace the upcoming changes in their lives. We wish the Duke and Duchess of Sussex all the best going forward during this thrilling time of their lives.
And we also generally couldn't think of a better place to announce the upcoming baby, whether a boy or a girl. So thank you very, very much.
Did you guess that Meghan Markle was pregnant before the royal announcement? Let us know if you saw through her clever concealment in the comment section. Don't forget to click subscribe for more videos from us here at The Taco. Bye for now.